Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Thank you so much for joining me for this Make It in Minutes video series. Today, I'm going to be sharing card number 3 in my mini series called Stylized Birthday. What I love about this series is we're using minimal supplies. All the cards are going to match. We're going to be using all the same supplies on it. This is the card we're going to be creating today. It couldn't be easier, and it's going to be made in minutes, so let's get started. Let me go over the supplies you're going to need for today's card. Blushing Bride cardstock is our card base, and that is cut at 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, so that's going to fit into a medium-sized envelope. I've got this really great designer series paper. This is the one with the butterflies on the back. There's 2 different versions of this paper. Both are a little bit different, obviously, but either one is going to work. My piece of designer paper is cut 4 by 4 1/2. I have another piece of that same designer paper cut 3 inches by 2 1/2 inches. And that is going to layer on a piece of Very Vanilla. And that piece is cut 3 1/8 inch by 2 5/8 inch. I have another piece of Very Vanilla. This is going to be used as a little strip, and that is 1/2 by 4 inches. We're also going to be using some of that gorgeous Very Vanilla lace trim. I've got a piece about 6 inches, another piece about 4 inches, and then those So in Love embellishments. They really add a lot to a card. We just need one of those. Let's go ahead and do our stamping. As we've talked about, this is a Stylized Birthday stamp. It's a single stamp, and I'm going to be using a soft suede ink pad. We're just going to ink that up. Let's add that to the 3 by 2 1/2 inch piece of designer series paper. I'm going to add some snail to the back of that. We're just going to layer that on the Very Vanilla. We're now going to add that strip of the Very Vanilla, and let's just put some snail here along the bottom of our designer series paper, and we're just going to attach that. We're now going to take the Very Vanilla lace trim, and we're going to lay that right over it. So to attach this to the back, we're just going to add some snail here on the ends. We can simply just press that down on that snail to hold that in place. Wonderful. Now let's go ahead and attach this to our card base. It is going to attach on the up at the top, so we're going to line up the 2 sides and the top. Now that we have that done, I've put 4 Stampin' Up dimensionals on the back of my sentiment. Let's add that here. And we've got this little dead spot. Well, you know what? That's going to be a perfect spot for our So in Love embellishment. To adhere that, just press the embellishment onto a mini glue dot. Perfect. We can just add that right there. And we're going to do one last little thing. We've got that 4 inches of the lace trim. Let's just tie this in a knot right here at the bottom. Gives it just that extra added softness. And then we can trim down the excess ribbon. Very simple card, isn't it? Boy, that one really does come together in a matter of minutes. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the Stylized Birthday series. I've really enjoyed creating such simple and quick cards. Now, if you'd like to see any of the supplies I used for today's card, head over to SimplySimpleStamping.com. Just look for the March 16th, 2017 blog post, and I'll have everything that I used there. And if you'll just look back through March, you're going to see everything that I used in the series, so be sure to check it out. Guys, thank you again so much for being here and being a part of the series. I hope you have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.